Hey everyone, I'm Hailie Meyey and welcome to Beyond the Sidelines. This week I sat down with an NFL player and talked about his transition from college to pro. Also, you will learn about how BSN has helped many athletes move to the next level. But first, we have our Athletes of the Week. One of our Division I FCS Players of the Week for Week 2 is Matt Evans, a linebacker from the University of New Hampshire. Evans had 24 tackles, 17 of which were solo. Evans was also a BSN preseason All-American this season. A Division III Defensive Player of the Week is Brecken Kennedy. Kennedy was also a BSN preseason All-American, and this past week he had 17 tackles, 9 of which were solo, and 1 breakup. One of our NAIA Offensive Players of the Week was Theron Allen Jr., another BSN preseason All-American. Allen had 44 rushes, totaling 194 yards for 3 touchdowns. Congrats to all of our BSN Athletes of the Week. Our Division I FCS Game of the Week is Sacramento State versus number 4 Montana State. Coming off the upset win against Oregon State in Week 1, the Sacramento Hornets have lost their last 2 games. Sacramento State player to watch is Morris Norris, a wide receiver that leads the team in receiving yards, averaging 72 yards per game. The Montana State player to watch is Denarius McGee, their starting quarterback. Last week, McGee threw for 257 yards for 2 touchdowns and rushed for 39 yards with 1 touchdown. The Division II Game of the Week is number 22 Michigan Tech versus Ohio Dominican. My Michigan Tech player to watch is linebacker Justin Armstrong. Armstrong leads their team with 20 tackles and has 1 interception on the season. The Ohio Dominican player to keep an eye out for is running back Mike Knopfsinger. Averaging 136.3 yards per game on the ground, you can look for him to continue his dominance and put up big numbers again. For Division III, we've got number 2 Mount Union versus number 9 Ohio Northern. Mount Union's starting running back Jeremy Murray, averaging 189.2 yards of rushing and 5 total touchdowns for the season so far, is a tough runner who is hard to stop. For Ohio Northern, linebacker Malcolm Burrell leads the team with 21 tackles, 1 sack, and has 4 tackles for loss. He should be a key player in this week's game. The NAIA Game of the Week is Montana State Northern versus number 4 Carroll College. Montana State Northern is coming into the game 3-0 with a big win against Eastern Oregon, who recently upset Carroll College. However, Carroll's running back Chance Demarius averages 188.3 yards and has had 5 touchdowns so far this fall. Here at BSN, we have helped open the door for many athletes trying to get to the next level. This week, owner and CEO of Beyond Sports Network, Jimmy Kibble, is going to break down how we're helping those athletes.
Thanks, Hailie. It's great to be here on another episode of BSN TV. And you're right, BSN has seen hundreds of athletes make it to the next level. BSN doesn't assist these athletes individually. Instead, we're providing them all the tools and the resources that they need to take their game to that next level. Through our profiles, the athletes can upload their film, their bio, their stats, and more. Everything that a coach or a scout at the next level needs to assess and evaluate that athlete and take the next steps of the recruiting or scouting process. The athletes that stay active on our network are finding a lot of success by just continually getting their name out there, by continually promoting themselves. There's no other system out there that allows the athletes to use our system to learn and educate themselves like BSN does. On our pro network, we have the top 350. These are the 350 best athletes or best ranked athletes in our network, and it provides the professional leagues a way and a place to start recruiting our network. We've seen some of the top athletes make it to the NFL, the CFL, the AFL, and we have had football players play in every single league in professional football. And that's a testament to these athletes sticking with it and staying active on the network. In the college network, we have the Athletes of the Week. These are athletes that are identified by BSN scouts from the FCS, the D2, the D3, and the NAIA levels who showcased a fantastic performance. And in turn, this provides these athletes more exposure and more branding to the professional leagues. Finally, we have the BSN events. We have the BSN Collegiate Showcase coming in 2012, and we are going to identify the 200 best athletes from the FCS and below. And by doing so, it's going to give the pro leagues an inside look at some of the best athletes that they might have missed out on throughout the 2011 season. We will be running an identical event regionally at the pro levels so that free agents and college graduates have a chance to continue chasing that dream.
CoCo Quaye was a starting D tackle at the University of South Dakota. When he came in as a freshman, they were a Division II program starting to make the transition to a Division I FCS school. After his final season as a Coyote, Quaye went on to become an undrafted free agent to sign with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He participated in training camp and soon became a part of their practice squad. The following year, he was picked up by the Cleveland Browns. This week, I sat down with Coe and asked him about his experience so far in the NFL. Playing at a Division II and FCS level, Quaye says it was a much bigger challenge getting to the next level.
I definitely know I was at a disadvantage coming from a D2 school. There's hundreds of Division I college schools out there, so I definitely thought if I was going to get to this level, I would have to work a lot harder and to make myself stand out, especially coming from a smaller school.
After proving he has what it takes to go pro, Coe's NFL dreams soon became reality.
It was so surreal at the time because it was like I've been waiting for this moment, like growing up, and it's actually happening. Just had to keep on giving them reason to come back to check me out the following year. So everything ended up working itself out.
Soon after his last season as a USD Coyote, Quaye's NFL career began.
I started off on the practice squad with Jaguars. I got released there, and he got picked back up by the Buffalo Bills on the practice squad there. And I was activated to the Browns active roster week 14 of last year. So, and I went into training camp with him this year. Got released from training camp after training camp in the preseason. So I'm currently a free agent. Just talking to teams right now. Hopefully land somewhere within the next week or so and continue playing.
Although what's next for Quaye is somewhat up in the air, he's confident that his ability and his support system are what will allow him to continue playing.
That God's gonna put me in a good position and somewhere where fits me and where I can be for a long period of time. So I just have confidence in my ability that he's given me and my age and the people around me to keep me focused. So I have faith I'll land somewhere soon.
Coe's younger brother, Al Quaye, is a senior linebacker at Concordia University in St. Paul, Minnesota. Quaye says his success in the NFL has helped motivate his brother to try and follow in his footsteps.
Me making it definitely pushes him a lot more. He gets the chance to actually have someone to live up to, have something to live up to try to follow my footsteps. So, and my family, they just love the opportunity that I was blessed with. So they're definitely pushing me 100%. They're definitely in my corner.
Quaye explained that it is possible for players of all levels of college ball to play in the NFL.
If it's truly your dream, definitely go get it. Because I play with guys that come from NAIA schools to have leading roles in the NFL, be starters in the NFL. And I got guys that came from the same level as me doing the same thing. So if it's definitely your goal, you definitely want to do it. Definitely push for it because you never know who's watching. So never take a playoff no matter what level you're playing at. If it's really your goal to play in the NFL, definitely go get it.
That's it for this week's episode of Beyond the Sidelines. I'm Hailie Meyey, and I'll see you next time.